music. He's like love, 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 and music. La la la, love, 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 and music. Love,
love. Hello, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. I am Jay Lee. This is Jay Lee's Corner, and this is my late review for Queen Sugar, which came on Wednesday. It is currently 2 o'clock in the morning, technically Friday morning. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm always a day late sometimes, but y'all still come and check it out, so it's fine. I had to get all those gossip reviews out on Wednesday night, honey, and them took forever to just kind of get myself in the mood. But however, we are here today. Today's lipstick is Kat Von D. The color is Crucifix, and I've worn it before, so you know it is what it is. Y'all know what it is. So this episode of Queen Sugar, I have to say, was really good. A lot of enlightening moments. Something that I thought was came, and I'm looking like, baby, it's finna get messy. So, you know, we see that Darla's back in town. She's back with a cute little short haircut, you know what I'm saying? Not short, but short compared to how her hair was before. But I'm like, I don't know if I like it. Like, it's cute, but I'm used to long hair, Darla. So I'm like, I kind of just got to get used to it, but it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? She back, and she basically like, look, Ralph Angel, I'm back in Blue's life, and you kind of just gonna have to deal with it, because of course, you know, she been gone for a little bit of time. So Blue and Ralph, you know, had their own situation, but we know that Blue misses mama. So, you know, Ralph still feel, you know, he feel hurt. You know what I'm saying? Ralph Angel is still hurt, and he still loves Darla. So to see her is painful for two different reasons. It's painful because he's so pissed at her, and he hates her. But he also loves her, and that part hurts too, because he probably loved her so much, but he hated her so much he can't be with her. So it's just a difficult thing. So, you know, she's talking with Blue. You know, she find out that Blue was back peeing in the bed, and she's upset because she's like, you know, that's something that you should have told me. And you know what I'm saying? He like, well, you know, she's like, no, you should have told me that. So, you know, I need to be aware of those kind of things. And you know, he like, well, okay, I get that. So she also was saying, because he like, you know, well, how are we gonna do this or whatever? And she's like, look, I'm back. You know what I'm saying? As long as Blue here, I'm gonna be here, and I'm willing to do whatever it takes for him. So we're gonna make this work. And that doesn't mean make them work as a couple. It means we need to be able to co-parent him without it affecting him as a child. And you know, they need to have a conversation with him, if you ask me. So the weird thing about it is, you know, Blue is talking about this little field trip, and you know, it's like, yeah, so he told me about the field trip. I want to, you know, chaperone it with him. And Ralph was like, nah, I told teacher I'm going. And she was like, but I want to go with him. And he's like, no, I'm going. And she's like, look, I should not have to ask permission to spend time with my son. And when she realized, she said, my son, it made him feel some kind of way. She's like, you know, I meant, you know, our son. No, that ain't the part. Well, yes, it is. No, they were at dinner. My fault. They were at dinner when this happened. And still the same conversation, but you know what I'm saying? It was a thing to where they're just trying to know how to act around each other when Blue ain't sitting right there, because Blue had got up and went to the bathroom. And you know, even him saying to her, like, you should have told me that you was coming. She's like, I was trying to, your ass wasn't listening. If you think about it, Darla kept calling Rye, and he either did not answer the phone, or when he answered the phone, he gave it right to Blue. So of course she didn't want to say that stuff to Blue, because she needed to talk to his daddy. So, you know, when him saying, you could have told me that, and I'm like, but she did keep calling you, bruh, and you did keep ignoring her. So, you know, it kind of is what it is. So again, you know, the whole thing of her saying, you know what I'm saying, I don't need to ask permission when I should not have to ask permission to spend time with my son, which made him feel some kind of, she's like, you know, I meant our son, you know what I'm saying, I'm still his mother, you're still his father, nothing has changed. And then he's like, no, you know, everything has changed. I'm looking like, I mean, well, it has, but it hasn't, but it has. I think everything's changed for him emotionally, and probably mentally too, because he mentally knows that's not his son. But at the same time, if you gonna still be his father, then still be his father. You can still be his father without being with his mama. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, Ralph, we need you to grow up. I'm Vi still being bossy, honey. She calling Charlie like, Charlie, I need you to go pick up Prosper, take him to the doctor's office because if you don't take him, he ain't gonna go. And I'm busy baking pies. Nova's busy planning for your daddy's little, was it a dedication, or it's like a little dedication, little bonfire to send messages to heaven. We'll talk about that later. So she's like, why I gotta go? I'm like, well, why can't Hollywood go? He ain't got no job. But with family, you gotta just help out or whatever. So she like, look, because she said, well, why can't Nova do it with Nova doing this or whatever? We find out that Nova and Charlie still mad at each other, or at least Charlie mad at. Well, no, they probably mad at each other. But I'm like, you get off your high horse and talk to your sister. I'm like, why she gotta be on her high horse? I mean, I think at the end of the day, both something's in my eye. I think both Charlie is on her high horse, but so is Nova. And I feel like she kind of just need to get over it. Nova does, at least. I hate when something in my eye and I'm in the middle of really like reviewing, because I gotta like stop and I look so weird without my glasses. And like make sure I ain't going blind or whatever. So yeah, so she like, all right, fine, I'll do it. But she's at home trying to figure out what she gonna write to her daddy for this little dedication thing, and she's kind of just not thinking about it. So she did go to get Prosper or whatever, but he can't find his insurance card. He looked through all his papers, he can't find his paperwork to go to the doctor. So you kind of see Charlie's a little bit, you know what I'm saying, she feel inconvenienced. She kind of like, oh my God, I'm here. He can't find his insurance card. We got to go right now. And he like, give me a minute. Have a seat. Sit your ass down. He didn't say that. I added that part. You know what I'm saying? But she did have a seat. And he just says how, for him, how much he miss her dad. You know what I'm saying? And how he feel like all he has left is, sugar cane in the bad back. And it makes her realize, he's an old man by himself. He done lost his best friend, you know what I'm saying? Now he got a bad back. She need to be a little bit easy on him or whatever. So she's like, how about we'll just reschedule your appointment until tomorrow. I'll come early. I'll help you look for your insurance paperwork and everything, and we can go then. So it's a good thing for her to realize, you know what I'm saying? That's somebody that is like earnest with somebody daddy. And when she wasn't around, people had to be nice to them too. You can't be rushing old folk. Okay, when old folk trying to do something, you need to get them, schedule an hour later. Okay, tell them the appointment is at 2. If they slow and they might not really get there until 3, so make the appointment at 4. That's what I would do anyway. So we see that whole thing. We do see Nova at home. Now Nova at home trying to write that book. She's still having her little writer's block. She can't kind of she can't think about what she really wants. I think it's a hair loose in my eyebrow. In my eyelash. She can't think of what she wants to write about because she can't write about the things that she was writing when she was with the paper. So she called Aunt Vi to kind of get some inspiration, just to kind of knock that little writer's block off. Writer's block sucks. I've had it before when I write. It's literally a creative block, and it drives you crazy, and you want to just like express yourself and like nothing comes to your mind. So I can completely get what she's talking about. But Aunt Vi was like, look, you know what I'm saying? They want the book from you. They want to know about you. So, you have all these things you can talk about. Yeah, but it's a open-ended amount of information that you can write about. Just pick what you want. You know what I'm saying? You got this. And then here comes Sister Effie. I think her name's Sister. I wrote Effie. Random mama from If Loving You Is Wrong, that's what it is. So she come now. I don't even like this sister because, you know what I'm saying, she real snooty. Okay, she real snooty. She almost made Aunt Vi beg to use the damn kitchen to church. And I'm like, you supposed to be church for. You can't be acting like, it was eyelash. You can't be acting all funny, stinking dang dang. She come in the kitchen, Aunt Vi baking her pies, whatever, mixed up all the pie stuff. And if I gotta pause this to fix my eyebrow, my eyelash, I'll be real pissed. She come in the kitchen and she like, yeah, what you doing here? Oh, I'm making my pies. I know it looks, messy right now, but I'm gonna be done in my 2 hours. Cause Aunt Vi booked the kitchen from like 8 to 5. That's her day on her Wednesdays or whatever. She like, there must be some kind of mix up because these people who be here every Wednesday, you know what I'm saying, at 4 is here to, do their stuff. So, you need to leave. And she's like, nah, I've been paying y'all my money. Y'all been cashing my checks. And I'm on the schedule on Wednesdays from this time to that time. So there must be some kind of mix up. Honey, I'm so mad about my eyelash right now. She was like, well, look, Your check's clearing, you know, God thanks you. However, hurry up and clean up. I'm looking like this little heifer. See, that's why they try to kill you on the damn show when you mean like random mom in real life. I'm like, oh, she get on my damn nerve. And I'm like, but this, I mean, just no grace, no mercy, nothing. But I'm like, I would not, if I was on vibe, seeing how she act, I would not have wanted to bake in there in the first goddamn place because she seemed real iffy. Okay, she one of them iffy. That's probably why I wrote iffy. I probably meant iffy. Probably what it was. But you know, I'm like, you know, whatever. She's mad, but I vibe too nice, but I'm like, I get it. She need the oven, so she tread lightly. But you know what I'm saying? She like whatever. So, but I'm like, you need to check random mama. Okay, check her ass real good, real deep. So we do see her get all her pies packed up or whatever, and Hollywood is helping her deliver the pies to the grocery store. But he like, look, we gotta get a better delivery system. You know what I'm saying? Some of these pies are smush. It's kind of crazy. So he carrying the pies in. She's like, well, I ain't got time and money for all that stuff. I'm sorry, y'all, about messing with my eye, but it's like the eyelash just keeps like poking me, and it's just so stupid. So he like, you know, we need to get something better because this isn't working. And it's like, well, I ain't got time to be, you know, getting no new stuff or whatever. But we can clearly see she don't feel good. Okay, she working herself into the ground, and we don't need that. And she just kind of trying to ignore it and keep going at full pace, and she can't really go at full pace. She just don't need to do that. And she hurting, but she ain't saying nothing. And we can see that every time Hollywood like not around, she has that little moment of, I gotta take a seat, you know, something on me hurting, the whole so we know, you know what I'm saying, her body's just, you know, going, because she has lupus, so you know it is what it is. We then see Hollywood making valid suggestions about the business. You know, we need to get you a delivery truck, you know, get like a refrigerator in there so you can put your pies in there, so that way you won't have no more smushed pies, and you can fit as many pies that you need in your actual delivery truck. I don't want no I ain't got time to be buying no new truck. He like, no, I found a used truck, and it costs about a couple $100 to get it fixed up. You know, we're gonna get you the refrigerator stuff in there, and that's gonna be good. Like, I got a friend who's gonna put your logo stuff on it. We're gonna get a wrap with your logo. He just making sound, you know, advice, because I want this to be her bitch. She wants it to be her baby, which is good. But you need to sometimes spend a little bit of money, because I'm making money. I mean, people buying the pies. It's not like she trying to sell her pies from pillar to post. Like, you have someone consistently buying your pies, so use a little bit of that money to invest into your business. But when she like, I'm saying, I don't want to do all that, like, I don't want to spend the money, he like, oh no, I'm gonna do it. Hollywood got, I don't know how much money he got, but he got some money, and he wants to just, my mom told me this sometime, and I'm like, yeah, you know, when I have extra money, I'm like, I'm gonna save it. Like, I don't want to do nothing. I just want to keep it sitting there. And she said, well, it's good to save it, but if you need to get, like, if something needs to be fixed, get it fixed. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're supposed to use what you got to get what you need or whatever. Don't just have money sitting if you suffering. You know what I'm saying? Like, if the air conditioner broke and you got $5,000 in your savings account, buy a new damn air conditioner. Like, don't just be hot and say, I don't want to buy a new one. But that's not what's happening. It's just examples. So, and you know, they're engaged, so kind of what's his is gonna be hers, so girl. And it's not like you're taking advantage of him, or he, you know what I'm saying, trying to control you with the money. He like, if we need stuff, I'm here to help you. I got your back forever. So he's, you know, suggesting all the stuff, and she's like, you know what, no, you know, I don't want to owe anyone. And he like, oh, and she like, I said, now you mentioned him something about that before, about him being like the old man that was it the Jimmy Earl? No, Jimmy Dale. I said, she said something about Jimmy Dale, and she go, you know, Jimmy Dale bought this house, and when he bought this house and gave me that money to buy the house, every time he set foot in his house, he never let me forget that he was the one who got me this house. She said, so I, you know, because of that, you know what I'm saying, I don't want to get anything from anyone. And I'm like, Hollywood done told your ass, Aunt Vi, he is not Jimmy Dale. He just isn't. And he like, look, Vi, I'm not Jimmy Dale. That ain't how I do things. You know what I'm saying? You know, you can't do it alone. You know, you want this to be your business, that's good. However, you either gonna have to slow down because you're doing too much, or accept some help from someone, because you can't do both. He's like, you know, I watched Ernest work yourself into the ground. And I refuse. I'm not going to let that happen to you if I can help. And I'm like, it ain't like he's saying, you know, let's buy a whole new house. Let's buy a whole new kitchen. Let's buy a whole brand spanking new. You know, he like, no, I know you don't want much to do with whatever. It's a used van. Let's get a, you know what I'm saying? He trying to still help you without taking over. He wants to help you do your business easier, so that way you don't have to worry about different things. He wants to take a little bit of stress off your chest, mama. Girl, let him do it. Girl, let him do it. Nova and Remy. Last season, Nova and Remy had a little moment where I was like, are they liking each other? They was in the kitchen talking. It was Aunt Vi and Hollywood's like celebration for them to get engaged or whatever. They had a little moment last season. It was real little. It's again this season. You're seeing little instances of them, you know, talking or whatever. He's smiling, she's smiling. I'm like, I don't know. It don't sit right with me. Only because, you know, he liked Charlie. That's her sister. That's her sister. That's your sister's ex. Something, Nova. Don't do it, Nova. Just don't do it. And you know what I'm saying? We see a scene when he, you know, bring us through into the farm. He like showing them the farm or whatever. And she kind of see it. So she talks to the kids too. And then when she don't tell some of the kids want to be farmers after taking his class, she's like, oh, he might be a good teacher after all. And he smiled like a little giddy school kid who a girl like. I'm like, he smiled like a girl like him. I'm like, I don't. They had a little second one when she talked about how she was younger, how her daddy would take her fishing or whatever. And they're just having these personal little moments. And they're having these little personal little moments. And in them, they're enjoying each other's company a little bit too much for me. And it's not like a friendship thing to me. I'm like, it's developing into something. And I don't like it. Okay, I don't like it not one damn bit. Because it's going to cause beef and tension between Charlie and Nova. But you know what I'm saying? Stop it. We do see Charlie taking Prosper to the doctor. And you know what I'm saying, when she was doing that, he like, oh, I left my jacket in the house. So she goes back in to get it. And she noticed a picture of Prosper and her daddy when they were younger. I said, look at old young Glenn Turner. Okay, go ahead, Glenn. So, but under the picture, she see a eviction notice. And you know, to vacate the premises within 30 days. Then she was at the bottom of it. It's from the Landry Enterprise, where she's not a shareholder in it or whatever. So she's like, oh shit. So then when she gets to the doctor's office or whatever, Prosper, she asks him like, what's going on with this eviction or whatnot. And they like, you know, don't worry about it. That's my business. I got it handled. She like, but you know, I thought you owned the land or the farm or whatever. He said, for years, I was leasing it. He said, and then I lost the land lease, but they allowed us to stay on the land all these years with no issue and whatever. It was fine. He like, and then recently they said, you know, we have to leave. Like, so just don't worry about it. I'm like, you finna have surgery. You know what you gonna do? He said he gonna call his daughter, but we're gonna see if that's gonna really happen. So when he go to the back, she noticed the nurse taking him to the back. It's the little cute dude who helped her start her car in episode 1. I said, hey, cute man, where you been? Okay, you pop back up. He cute or whatever. And they, of course, notice each other. And he like, oh, she's like, oh, he's like, oh, hey. She's like, oh, yeah, I'm so sorry. I've been so busy. Things have been going crazy. I just have not had time to think about me. You know, it wasn't that I didn't want to call you. He's like, oh, it's okay. I get it. You know, things happen. He's like, but if you ever think about, you know, you have a moment to yourself to think about you, you know what I'm saying? Hit me up. I can take you out or whatever. And she's like, oh, okay. Date that man. Okay. Go on a little date. You know what I'm saying? Go shake a little shimmy. I think it's cute. I like him. David is back in town. Davis, sorry. Excuse me. Davis is back in town. And, you know, he's hanging out with Micah. So they're going like to the arcade. You know, they're playing games together and everything. And it's all like a little fun situation. All of a sudden, his phone ring. And he look at it. I'm going to go get something to drink. Are you going something? He like, no, I'm good. So, you know, he take his little phone call. We then see him and Micah in the car. And he's saying how, you know, your grandfather was such a great person. You know, he treated me like a son. He treated me better than my own father did. You know what I'm saying? He really meant something to me, okay? So Micah like, Dad, what's up? Well, you know, what's going on? Micah, you have a sister. I said, now what the what? what's going on? I was thirsty. Michael like, what you talking about? He like, what am I? He like, you got a sister like years ago. You know what I'm saying? I messed around with somebody, and you have a sister. Her name is. He just said Leah or Tia, one of the two. And he's like, are you serious? And he's like, yeah, you have a sister. And he like, and recently her mother passed away. So I'm like, that must have been a phone call he got. The mama passed away. You her daddy. She gonna be yours. And he like, wait, what? He like, how old is she? I'm thinking they gonna say, oh, she like 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe 5 at the most. She's 13. I say, that's a full time. That's a teenager. Micah only, is he 15 or he either 15 or 16? Micah like, what? Wait, what? He like, did you know the whole time? He like, yep. Micah like, this motherfucker here. He like, I'm ashamed of what I did, but I'm not ashamed of her. You know what I'm saying? I want you to meet her. I want you to get to know her. And he's like, did mom know? Does mom know? And he's like, no, not yet. Micah like, this motherfucker. Micah just got the car and start walking. I mean, Davis keeps doing things to disappoint Micah. And it's a heavy burden to say, hey, I know you thought I was just like recently cheating your mind, like just recently, but I've been cheating for years. You know what I'm saying? Not only was I cheating for years or cheated years ago, I had a full-on baby that I knew about and hid from you and your mother. And now that this girl is 13, I'm going to, because I'm like, we see a scene later of Micah watching a video of his dad and how important family is to him. And so I think for Micah, he's trying to process how come my dad had been talking about how important family was to him. And he had a whole second child out here that he really wasn't in their life. Because he really couldn't have been in the girl life too much. Because you can't have the damn basketball player Davis all out in these streets with some little kid girl and the paparazzi don't get it. So the little girl, it's like, I'm like, Davis a whole slut in these streets. So we see Charlie and she's going to talk to Jacob because she's pissed off, trying to figure out why our families being evicted off of their land. She's like, what is going on? Prosper's like family. He's been forced off. He's been in the house for years. The other family who told us they couldn't farm with us anymore couldn't tell us why. Now I found out because they're also being evicted. He say, calm down. It's not just us. You're involved in this too. Can you sit down? No. What's going on? He then said something about a storm that came. The storm messed up a lot of the lands. It brought mercury to the land. So they have to make people move. And he's like, but for the people who we have to move, we're having to, pay them off too because of the situation. He's like, so it's not as if they're kind of being asked out. He's like, but it's kind of going to be a big shitstorm because, it's kind of ruining us a little bit too. He like, again, but you're involved in it now, so I need you to sit down. I'm like, see, that's what sometimes you can't be out here getting in business with white folk, okay? They can bring you into their mess. So you just can't do that sometimes. So she has to then sit down, so we don't hear what they talk about, but it's going to probably be some fuckery and some bullshit, so it is what it is. We see Nova and Ra talking to Blue. And Blue was like, he asked about their mom who passed away. Like, how did she die? He said, why did she die? And they said, she got sick. He's like mama? Like mom? They're like, no, a different kind of sick. So she got sick and she left us. And they, Bri and Nova both said, and we miss her. We miss her and we miss dad. We miss them every day. And then, Blue say, I'm going to send, my letter to Pop saying thank you. He's like, thanks for what? And he Blue said, for bringing my mom home because I missed her every day too. And I think at that moment, Rob Angel realized you up here mad at Darla and got Darla away from Blue. And you making him miss his mama the same way you missed your mama when you was a kid and she died. So I think that moment made it click to Rob what he can't do to be pissed off because if you think about it, they daddy, the whole thing with him, Nova, Charlie, different mamas or whatever, it's always a situation. And, you never want your child to miss one of their parents. So he realized, the same way I'm missing my mama because she's no longer here. My son missed his mama every day and I didn't think about it the way I should have or could have. And now that she's back in his life, now that she's back here, instead that she's back because he's here, I'm still over here acting as if I don't know how to allow her to be in her son's life, and I'm causing my son the same pain that I was caused as a kid too. So I love that how Blue kind of put it all into perspective by saying, I miss because I missed her every day. And him and Nova both look at each other like, it's a missing parent. It's a missing parent, whether that parent is dead or just not around. The child still misses that parent. So we just see them at the bonfire at this point in time, and I advise on how this is a tradition within the family, how they have a bonfire and they send messages. They put messages in the fire to send it up to heaven, to speak to the people who are no longer here. So, Blue said how he that's how he wanted to celebrate his birthday, by celebrating his papa. I'm like, oh, so cute. Blue is just such a wonderful little kid. So Blue, puts his note in first, just saying thank you. Then we have Micah putting his thing in too, saying how, family is everything. And we see him looking at the video of him and his dad and his mom with Davis and how important family is. And everyone else put their note in there too. So as they're putting their notes in, we see how Nova, her writer's block is over. You know what I'm saying? We see Aunt Vi telling Hollywood that she's willing to accept this help with this whole delivery truck thing, that she can kind of have one thing on her plate. We see Rye changing the name on the field trip slip from his name to Darlington because he realized, I have to allow her to be in his life, which you absolutely positively have to do that. And then for Charlie, we just see her put her slip in, and she just said Jim saying, I'll take care of it. And I'm like, for her whole thing is to take down the Landrys, in her father's name, and to try to help the people of the city, because they all, in one way or another, have been fucked over by the Landrys. And that's kind of how the episode goes off. So I'm so sorry, y'all. That is my Set Down Water. That is my review. Put your comments below. I am Jay Lee. This is Jay Lee's Corner. Peace.